Jimmy Fallon welcomes Timothy Chalamet. NBC Tonight.
There's one competition between the acts and one between the judges.
My team's going to crush you.
I have the strongest team.
They look brilliant, all right?
AGT Fantasy League, January 1st on NBC and Peacock.
Television's #1 new comedy is back again.
That's Night Court, baby.
I live to serve the people.
You hate the people.
Now more than ever.
A new season of Night Court, January 2nd on NBC.
Live on NBC 12. This is News Watch 12 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Jukic. The University of Wisconsin Regents approved a deal for funding in exchange for limiting diversity efforts. Tonight, during a video conference, the Regents passed the Plan 11-6. After a closed-door meeting Tuesday led by UW President Jay Rothman, 3 Regents who initially opposed the proposal voted for it today. The agreement will give $800 million to schools for raises and improvement projects. In return, UW will freeze diversity, equity, and inclusion positions through 2026 and end initiatives to hire more diverse staff on campuses. The university system would also be required to automatically admit top high school students from across the state. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is refusing to hear a lawsuit challenging the taxpayer-funded private school voucher program. Today, the court declined to hear a lawsuit brought by Democrats seeking to end the voucher program. The Supreme Court rejected it without comment in an unsigned unanimous order. The lawsuit could be refiled in County Circuit Court, as both Democratic Governor Tony Evers' administration and Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos had argued. Supporters of the voucher program hailed the court's rejection. Jeff, it's a cold night. What can we expect tomorrow?
What a day. Temperatures back up in the 30s today. Tomorrow, mid-40s are back in the forecast, and some rain and snow gets in here later on Friday. Outside now, though, you can see temperatures hanging out with highs in the low 30s across most of the area. There were a couple low 40s across central Wisconsin today. That is not the case anymore. 23 in Rhinelander, also for Wapaka, 25 for Mosinee. So it's cool out there. Most of us will have low temperatures down near 20 tonight. They recover nicely tomorrow, back up into the 40s. All right, so lots of clear skies out there today. There are a couple of clouds out there trying to drift across the region tonight. They'll likely succeed at that, but overall, no rain or snow in the forecast tonight or tomorrow or Friday. But then later Friday, we do have some weather on the way, and that could easily bring us some rain and some snow on Friday if we're lucky. I know lots of you would like some snow. This moisture here, that front there could bring us a 1 to 3 inch snowfall later Friday evening. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and low temperatures down near 20. Your full forecast is coming up. Jessica.
The Republican-led House of Representatives has taken its strongest step yet into investigating President Joe Biden. Late Wednesday afternoon, the House passed a resolution formalizing an impeachment inquiry into the president. It did pass with only Republicans voting to formalize investigating any presidential misdeeds and any connection to his son's Hunter Biden's dealings.
For months, the White House and Hunter Biden have been stonewalling our investigation, trying to hide the truth. And this stonewalling is what's caused us to be here today.
The House was already investigating the president. Then House Speaker Kevin McCarthy launched the inquiry in September. But the probe has struggled to uncover wrongdoing by the president. The Senate overwhelmingly passed a sweeping defense policy bill on Wednesday. The final vote for the National Defense Authorization Act was 87-13. The $886 billion defense spending plan includes a 5.2% pay raise for members of the military. It also includes a short-term extension of a controversial law that permits warrantless surveillance of foreign nationals. However, it does not include provisions related to abortion and transgender health care access, both of which were in the House Defense Policy Bill that was passed this summer. The measure now heads to the House. A company that owns a Superior shipyard is planning to secure $40 million in financing to expand operations. Fraser Industries is seeking funding from investors to reduce a 4-year backlog of contracts to build and repair ships at its 62-acre production site. The shipyard has been operated for 135 years in Superior and repairs vessels in Howard's Bay along Lake Superior. They're planning to double its full-time workforce from 200 to 400 employees by 2025. Fraser Industries says the money will help them invest in tools, cranes, and get more boats out the door. The shipyard is building several boats for the U.S. Navy that includes multi-million-dollar contracts for patrol boats. The Forest County Zoning Committee will hold a public hearing on Thursday on a potential new development in the town of Crandon. The meeting will discuss a request to build a new 12-unit multi-family apartment building near the intersection of Highway 8 and County Road S. It will be held at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow in room 107 in the Forest County boardroom. COVID created a lot of gaps in the economy. That's why one local community organization is pulling together a survey to figure out how to help. Eagle River's Revitalization Labor Task Force started a labor survey for local businesses this year to find ways to strengthen the workforce. The organization has hopes of collecting data from as many businesses as they can to determine the need for labor.
We are looking for business owners, anything that, anybody that has that interest in helping with the labor shortage issue.
The survey also asks a variety of questions regarding the state of housing and childcare in the area, as well as questions about finding workers. Co-owner of Grandma's Toy Box, Jim Holprin, says that he also believes the problem comes from the pool of shrinking workers.
Well, I think businesses are having a hard time finding workers because the pool of workers is just a lot less than it used to be.
Holprin and Margolovsky both encourage all local businesses to fill out the survey before December 31st deadline so they can figure out what the needs are of the community. Wisconsin is focusing on financial literacy for high school students. On December 6th, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers signed a bill to help students learn about balancing checkbooks. Shauna Johnson explains how it works. Shauna?
Starting with the class of 2028, students in Wisconsin will be required to obtain a half a credit of a financial literacy course to be eligible for graduation. Recently retired personal finance teacher Patrick Kubany of Rhinelander is celebrating after years of lobbying for this bill.
It's a dream come true for me, and to happen at the end, right at the end of my teaching career, it's like icing on the cake for me.
The purpose of this class is to prepare the coming generations for financial success and avoid common mistakes and hardships that are too often due to lack of knowledge. Kubany says it's impossible to win the money game if you don't know the rules.
Data shows people are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have an emergency fund. They're in credit card debt, student loan debt. If they don't understand their credit score, they may not realize how their loan rates are affected. There's all these traps that if you aren't aware of how to avoid them, you're going to step in them. And if you step in them, you get behind. And when you start off behind, it's so incredibly hard to catch back up.
The bill easily passed the 99-member assembly with a vote of 95-1. Initially, it did not have full support, but most resistance subsided when the bill was amended from a full-year course to just one semester, and upon learning of free resources available to school districts. Ben Niehaus, a former superintendent, explains his position.
We moved from a position of being opposed to being neutral on the bill. We didn't support the bill. Our position is we actually don't have a resolution through our membership to support this. Our concern is, how are schools going to fit all this in when the instructional day is still the same and you have to meet all those core pieces?
He said the mandate limits choice for students. He believes that local control by the school board is critical because each of the 421 schools in the state are unique. When you have mandates imposed, it leaves the question of how some school districts will be affected. Niehaus said there is no argument that financial literacy is beneficial to students.
Everybody's going to wholeheartedly agree that financial literacy is a great topic, but there are many others out there.
As for Kubany, he's celebrating years of hard work and effort finally paying off. Shauna Johnson, Newswatch 12, reporting from Rhinelander.
Very important topic. Thank you, Shauna. Students in Anago are working on getting their green thumb. Coming up, we'll see how they're learning agriculture in the classroom. That's after Weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale is going on now. We're your one-stop shop for the holidays with unbeatable deals on all your festive favorites. Find great gifts like these holiday food and snack giftables, 20% off. These Milwaukee socket sets, your choice, $99.99. And get over 55% off this Continental Pizza Oven, just $34.99. Plus, don't miss Christmas sale doorbusters like assorted animal and throw sets, half price, just $9.99 each.
Find value at Blain's Farm and Fleet.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
A holiday sale is going on at Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua. For the remainder of 2023, everything in the store is 23% off and 60% off on selected items. Quality furniture, efficient delivery, and knowledgeable customer service. Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua.
Haugum Law Firm specializes in estate planning and elder law. You know why to protect your hard-earned assets, and they know how.
Haugum, Alan Haugum. Nice to meet you. How do you, Haugum?
Haugum Law Firm. I'd be more than happy to set you up with your complimentary consultation. How do you, Haugum?
Haugum Law Firm can assist you with your asset protection, estate planning needs, probate, trust administration, and nursing home Medicaid. Haugum Law Firm knows it's important to educate the community. Call us today to learn more. How do you, Haugum?
Well, this is annoying if you want some snow. Lots of clear skies out there for us today. Temperatures back up in the low 30s. Tomorrow, more clear skies and some 40s are back in the forecast tomorrow. And then some changes are on the way for the weekend. But overall, a quiet stretch of weather through tomorrow into Friday. And then some big changes on Friday afternoon. Out there right now, though, it's 23 in Rhinelander, a west-southwest breeze at 3, a dew point there of 16. The pressure really high at 30.48. Over in Wausau, 22 for you, a south breeze around 3 miles per hour, and that dew point there at 16. Okay, so around the horn, temperatures pretty much low to mid 20s across the entire region. Now, we'll have uniform low temperatures tonight down near 20 area-wide. So overall, a very comfortable night. The average low temperature is in the teens this time of year. Most will hang out in near 20 for low temperatures tonight. Okay, so if you want the cold, you want the pink stuff right there, right? Well, that is going that way. And for us, we'll watch to the west of us, but there's no real cold air coming our way anytime soon. There's that, then that goes that way. So overall, the blue stuff is 30s and 40s out there, and that's like no good for December, right? It's a very unusual December so far. It's likely going to get even warmer around here as we have 45 in the forecast for tomorrow, and leveling off near 40 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A bit cooler for Monday into Tuesday, but overall, well above average temperatures. The average high being 28, the average low being about 14. Will likely be above that for as far as the eye can see, and the guidance came out today for pretty much the end of December, which includes Christmas, and well above average temperatures forecasted for the Great Lakes, for the Midwest, for the South, and for the East. Overall, we have a warmer stretch of weather on the way. Not warm for December, but definitely warmer temperatures are on the way. Okay, so out there right now, lots of clear skies. There is a meteor shower out there tonight, by the way, but we have a combination of some clear skies and some clouds out there, clear skies and clouds. Likely lots of clear skies overnight tonight, but there is some system action over here. Some cloud cover there. You see what's going on, right? So the storm track now has shifted well to our north, a very El Nino-like pattern there, right? So if we keep this pattern going into late December, into January, it's going to be a pretty rough winter around here in terms of a lack of snowfall and warm temperatures. But overall, we need to break that pattern. No signs of that happening quite quite yet, but there is going to be a little system in here. Here comes the moisture now, a system to the west of us that will likely bring us some action later on Friday. It's going to start off as some rain showers out there, which is awful because a lot of the lakes right now are frozen over very nicely with a clear sheet of ice on top. And we get some rain followed by some snow. That's not good at all. But this could be the radar at 5:30 on Friday, and this looks ominous because there could be a few bursts of heavy snow in here, which could give areas along and north of Highway 8 a 1 to 4 inch snowfall on Friday evening. Our forecast though for tonight though is lots of clear skies, low temperatures under 20 with a southwest breeze around 5. For tomorrow, it's Thursday, lots of sunshine, a bit breezy tomorrow. The south wind could gust near 25, making that 45 feel a bit cooler. And then looking ahead, here's a 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows rain, changing over to some snow on Friday. It could be a 1 to 4 inch snowfall Friday night along and north of Highway 8. A little bit of winter mix on Saturday morning. And then we're dry Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with temperatures near 40 by Wednesday. Jessica?
The Supreme Court is wading into the abortion debate again. The justices are considering whether to restrict the abortion drug nationwide. The case concerns mifepristone, which coupled with another drug is one of the most common abortion methods in the U.S. The scope of the FDA's authority is at the center of the dispute. The FDA ruled mifepristone safe and effective more than 2 decades ago. But challengers argue the agency did not do enough to study the safety implications of the drug. For now, the drug is available as the legal battle plays out. The new case could be decided by July. Experts say over-the-counter hearing aids could be the answer for many suffering from hearing loss. A small preliminary study found that a self-fitting over-the-counter hearing aid could be as good of an option for some people as an expensive one fitted by an audiologist. Researchers say issues like accessibility and affordability of the devices often prevent people from using them. But the FDA's August 2022 decision to allow people with mild to moderate hearing loss to buy hearing aids online or over the counter could make a difference. The National Council on Aging says just 1 in 6 people between the ages of 20 and 69 who have hearing loss have ever used hearing aids. Growing certain crops can't be done outside in winter, but with the help of greenhouses, that process is made possible. The Wers Greenhouse was built by Anago FFA alumni and supporters in 1999 through community-supported efforts. They were able to upgrade the greenhouse through community supporters and grant applications that totaled $125,000. They were able to improve the facility by adding convenient and modern equipment.
We put in exhaust fans, and we also put in a sidewall vent. That's going to help with good air circulation. We put in a curtain system, and the curtain system is going to provide 2 things. In the winter, heat retention, so it's going to really help keep this greenhouse warm when I have new plants, and then in the spring, it's going to help with cooling retention.
The new greenhouse updates will help teach Anago High School students who may be interested in a career in agriculture or horticulture.
Teaching the basis of where their food comes from and understanding how to be a good consumer, how to be a good community member in the support of that, and learning maybe to grow their own food or be a small hobby farmist is what I am pushing for my students to have a better understanding of.
A ribbon cutting for the new greenhouse will take place tomorrow at 4 p.m. and anyone is welcome to attend. The Tomahawk hockey team is defying expectations in 2023. Coming up, Drew Chelly visits the Hatchets as they prepare for a showdown with Mosinee.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents and a rugged Passport, or all in a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Did you know more
more than 1/3 of adults don't get enough sleep at night? Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central on Highway 51 South in Minocqua, your bedding and futon headquarters. Our specialty sleep shop is committed to helping you sleep. We carry the largest selection of name brand mattresses in northern Wisconsin, in stock and ready for delivery. With a wide variety of futons and unique bedroom furniture with quality all-wood construction, as well as accessories to complement your bedding, we are your one-stop sleep shop. Sleep Central. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And the majority of people experienced long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Now's the time to ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Coming up on Newswatch 12 today.
Well, some great gift ideas for all the hunters in your life.
And the weather might get a little interesting later on this week with rain and snow being our forecast. Won't bring tune in under Thursday from 5 to 7 a.m.
So far this season, the Tomahawk High School hockey team has been putting the puck in the net quite a lot. One of the top scoring teams in the state, the Hatchets have won 5 of their first 7 games on the young season. In the process, they have established themselves as one of the teams to beat in the Great Northern Conference. We stopped by Sarah Park Arena earlier today to check on the Hatchets.
For this current group of Hatchets, hard work and dedication have been the driving force behind the turnaround within the program. This winter's group has years of experience playing with one another and under head coach Dewey Riley, and they are showing that off on the ice.
We all have a very big desire to all be here. We all love the game, and we're all passionate about it. That's a big leader in our success so far this season, and hopefully we can continue it throughout the rest.
The Hatchets have been high scoring so far this winter. They have scored 9 or more goals in at least 4 games this season. Caleb Dickens has 11 goals so far this year, including a 6-goal game. He spoke about the offensive explosion.
Well, our big thing this year is just coming to practice, treating it like a game. We go hard every day. We got guys that want to be here and work hard, so that's definitely shown in recent games. Obviously, we've been putting a lot of points on the board, so that just starts in practice.
The Hatchets will test themselves this week against the class of the Great Northern Conference. The Mosinee Indians were the reigning conference and sectional champions. A win would certainly cement the Hatchets among the league's elite.
Yeah, being able to beat the previous year's conference champion and sectional champion would be huge. It would give a lot of momentum to our team to continue to build off of it and hopefully bring the conference title back to Tomahawk.
Tomahawk is a team that is quickly on the rise and gaining recognition as a group. With plenty of experience in their high-powered offense, the Hatchets have visions of making a run, and they just might have the group to do it.
Last week in the semifinals of the NBA in-season tournament, the Indiana Pacers took down the Bucks in Las Vegas. Tonight, the Bucks got their chance for a little redemption as they hosted the Pacers and Wisconsin native Tyrese Halliburton at Pfizer Forum. The Bucks won 140-126, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo, who scored a Bucks record 64 points in the win. The record was formerly held by Michael Redd at 57. The dominant Wisconsin Badgers volleyball run is not over yet, and they are looking to keep their season alive on Thursday when they play in their 4th Final Four in the last 5 seasons. The Badgers will take on Texas in the semifinals of the NCAA tournament Thursday at 7:30. They'll look to go back to the national title game for the first time since 2021 when they won their first and only title. The Wisconsin Badgers women's basketball team was in action taking on the University of St. Thomas in Minnesota. The Badgers were able to outscore the Tommies in all 4 quarters to get a 78-55 win. And they improved to 6-4 on the year. They'll be back at home Thursday the 21st when they host Eastern Illinois. We'll be right back after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Hello. This is a real lawyer. Yeah, I've won 1 million cases. And I'm on a bunch of billboards.
Whoa, buddy. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay.
Fine.
Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help. In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay. How'd you even get in here? What are you doing answering calls? Where's your mom, man?
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR Championship with 12% off everything. Dremel has the quality tools you need to bring your ideas to life. These high-performance power tool kits give you the versatility to complete a wide range of projects. Pick up this Dremel 8-piece oscillating toolkit for $87.99 after 12% off. Or this 38-piece rotary toolkit for $70.39 after 12% off.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
Is this how you're spending your weekend? Hours wasted scrolling social media, looking at what other people are doing? Get outside and start your own adventure. Check out our new showroom at Anchor Marine. Stop by Sunset Grill in 3 Lakes, open for breakfast and lunch. Located on the Snowmobile Trail and Highway 32. It offers easy access. Change things up. Try something new. Rent a snowmobile from Trackside, Headwaters, Polaris, or Anchor Marine.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
With Christmas around the corner, kids are making lists to tell Santa what they want. This year, they had some help from Rhinelander High School students. Our own Jake Force was at Crescent Elementary School in Rhinelander today and has more.
So just being back here is great for the community and for the students. Definitely being able there for support and being a role model is great.
Students from Rhinelander High School's FBLA DECA program visited Crescent Elementary School today to help pre-K and second grade students write letters to Santa about what they want for Christmas. FBLA student president Alyssa Smith said Christmas lists vary greatly this holiday season.
So some kids would want like stuffed animals, squishmallows, or like dinosaurs, T-Rexes, or expensive things like iPhones.
Smith said being back at her old stomping grounds was a chance to reflect on her time as an elementary student and pass on the lessons that she's learned along the way.
I do miss the recess, to be honest with you, but definitely brings back a bunch of memories. I had Miss Bishop as a teacher. I had Miss Olson. I always enjoy being in the classroom, getting to know the youngers that are going to be, in our position later on.
Smits also said that FBLA is continuing their commitment to mentor younger kids and emphasize the importance of setting a good example.
By doing this, we also do Valentine boxes during February, so that allows us to come back to the elementary kids just to provide support for them and know that we are always there for them to look up to as role models.
We're clearing out the warehouse.
Up to 80% off list or more.
It's Slumberland's big year-end clearance event.
And it's a big deal.
Complete your room up to 80% off.
Don't miss the big clearance going on now at Slumberland Furniture.
Life is short. Don't get shortchanged. Get a machine with the features you want. All standard, and all at a great price. Ride without compromise. CF Moto. Experience more together.
Listen, Carm, Mrs. Claus usually trims me up the night before Christmas, but she's too busy. Can you please help me out?
No problem, Santa. I got this. This is easier than building
Ho, ho, oh no, what did you do to my beard? Bad things happen. That's why you need good insurance. Relax, Santa. I've got you covered. I'm gonna set a record flight time. When Santa needs help, he calls the agents at Marshfield Insurance. Have a Merry Christmas, and don't forget to insure those new toys.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Do you sleep hot or just need a great deal on a mattress?
Get this 12-inch hybrid queen mattress
With engineered cooling ability.
Plus, right now, it's 61% off list.
Better sleep, better savings.
Only at Slumberland.
Snowbelt Fireplace wishes you a joyous holiday and a new year filled with peace and happiness.
Well, Drew and Jeff, one event this weekend is giving individuals with disabilities the ability to enjoy the act of ice skating. Mid-State Independence Living Choices, or MILC, is hosting their third annual adapted ice skating event in Stevens Point. It will be open skate where people can get out on the ice and use different assistive technology to participate. The free event is open to anyone with a disability and their family or caregivers. The event will take place on Saturday at the KB Willett Ice Arena in Stevens Point from noon until 2 p.m. More information can be found on MILC's website and Facebook page.
How cool is that?
Good time.
Seems like a lot of fun.
All right, Drew, we got to talk Giannis, though. 64 points.
64 points. New Bucks franchise record. Never been done in the history of the franchise, which just dates back to 1969. So, little quick math, that's like 50-something years.
It's done now.
Done now.
So
Never
crazy.
60 points for a Bucks player, not until tonight. 64 points tonight, and that's a record that could stand for a long time.
Amazing.
All right, quick weather update. Temperatures out there now hanging out in the 20s. We'll have lows tonight down near 20. Tomorrow is going to be another nice day. Highs in the 40s. Tomorrow, we'll likely get some rain and snow in here on Friday night, and that could give us a 1 to 4 inch snowfall Friday evening into Saturday morning, especially along and north of Highway 8. Stay tuned on that.
Yeah, I don't like the freezing and unfreezing, you know, all that unthawing. I just want snow.
I know. Bring it on. Lots of it.
Be so nice. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.
See ya.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You've got this. Whatever it is, you're ready for it. Your newly purchased defenses, top of the line. Your backup, backing up. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So if your new house still has some old tenants, we'll make sure your checking account won't be giving you any surprises. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Love conquers all at Wickersham Jewelry with breathtaking engagement rings starting at only $3.99. Handcrafted in white, rose, or yellow gold with diamonds in a wide variety of shapes and sizes, including those from their exclusive Love Story collection. Explore lab-grown diamonds, beautiful and an exceptional value. And whether you're getting engaged or celebrating a marquee anniversary, Wickersham Jewelry has the perfect ring. You can even take advantage of special interest-free financing programs. Wickersham Jewelry.